Hello everyone. So today in this video we'll continue our data handling chapter of class 7th, and in this video we'll be discussing about graph. All right. So this is your example 8th of your textbook, NCERT textbook. See, they've given 200 students, 6th and 7th classes, and they were asked to name their favorite color to decide what should be the color of their school building. All right. So these are the favorite colors the students have given, and these are the number of students. And the total of these numbers would be 200, because here they have given 200 students were asked. All right. Okay. Now from the given graph, or when you draw the graph, after that you need to ask this question answers. So before we start giving question answers, let's first understand the basics of graph. See, graph, there are so many important things in graphs. First of all, this is your x-axis. All right. This is your y-axis. Now, x-axis are generally, not generally, x-axis are used for, this axis is used for qualitative information, and this axis, y-axis, is used for quantitative information. All right. So whenever, see these colors, they are qualitative information, so you will mention it here. It is always preferable to mention like this, okay, in this form. Because if you write like this horizontally, it may not fit, the information given may not fit in that small box. All right. You are given smaller box of 1 centimeter. In that itself there are 10 smaller boxes. All right. Okay. So this is how you can write the information which is given. Now, the most important thing is information, that heading. You need to write the heading, what the graph is actually representing. Okay. So you need to mention the heading, that graph showing favorite colors of students. All right. So we'll just write it down here. In heading, you will write, just a minute, I'll just take, okay, heading will be graph showing favorite color of students. This is how you can write down. Let me take this here. Okay, so you need to mention heading. That's very important. Then the second thing which is very important is scale. Means what are the scales that you will use to show this graph. All right, how to plot these scales on the graph. See, before I explain you how to take scale, let me tell you that, see, this will always start with 0, and if you take 10 here, the difference should be, if the difference is 10 here, then there has to be uniformity. It has to be of same length. Okay, means if there is a difference of 0 to 10, then it has to be an increment of 10, means then 10 to 20, 20 to 30, like that. You cannot write 0 to 10, then 10 to 15, then 15 to 30, and then 30 to 50, something like that. If you start taking the gap of 10, then there has to be same gap in on whole y-axis. Similarly, if you have one box gap here, then there has to be one box gap everywhere, okay, on this x-axis. So these are some very important stuff you need to take care of before you start your graph. All right. So now let's switch on to scale. How do you take scale? See, the very first important thing in your graph is scale, and how to decide your scale is again crucial part, because when you start your graph, you need to understand that how much paper available to you. Okay, you might be having maximum 15 boxes, right? Vertically, I'm telling. So when you have 15 boxes, you need to fit your data in that graph in such a way that it should look neat and clean, and all your numbers should fit in there. All right. Similarly, at the same time, you need to be also careful that you should be able to plot your data in a proper manner. All right. So for that, how do you go for it? See, whenever you are given any data, the very first thing you do is see the smallest value. So here, if I see the smallest value is 19, okay, let me mark it. Here, if I see the smallest value is 19, but you cannot start with 19, okay, and the greatest value is 55. So the first thing you need to do is see the smallest value and greatest value. We know that we always start with 0, okay, so the basic thing is here, that is 0. After that, you see the highest value, this is 55. If you take the round off figure, it would be somewhere 60, right? Now this means that you need to go till 60 on your graph, all right, vertically. So what you do is you decide one number. Now see, if you take 10, then it would be very easy, because 0 to 10, 10 to 20, like that. If you go in 10 increments, it will reach 6, means maximum 6 boxes you will be able to occupy. All right, even if you leave one box here, two box here, you will have enough space to plot your numbers. All right, so this is how you decide your graph, the scale especially, and then you write here that 1 unit is equal to 10 students, because these y-axis is showing number of students. Again, this is very important to show here, okay, to mention this, that this is students and these are the colors. So you need to mention all these things, okay. So we will start from 0, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30 till you 60. Then if you notice here, red color is 43. Now see, if you see here, you don't have all the zeros number, okay. It's not that you are having 10, 20, 30 data. You are having numbers like 43, 19. So you need to know that what will be the value of the smaller boxes, okay. You need to know the value of the smaller boxes also. All right. So how do you find that? Let's see that. Now, see, if you can see here, it is 0 to 10, okay. So can I say the gap between them is 10? Okay. And these are the 10 boxes here inside. So for 10 boxes, if the gap is 10, for 10 boxes, if the gap is 10, then for one small box, what would be the value of that? Okay. All right. So 1 tens are 10 and 10 divided by 10. So 10 divided by 10. It gives me 1. Means one smaller box is actually your 1. All right. So when you get the value of one smaller box, it would become very easy for you to calculate. Let's see how. Red color 43. So red color, I'll just go till 40, and after 40 I'll go till 3 lines. Okay. So this will be my third line, and this is how it would be, right? So this is 43. That after 40, 1, 2, 3 means only 3 smaller boxes I will take after 40. Then green is 19. So what I'll do is, instead of taking 10 and then go till 9, I'll just take 20 and I'll come down one box down. I'll just come down one line below so that it becomes 19. Okay. So because one very small box means what? 1. So from 20, if I minus one very little small box, that is one smaller box, then it will give me 19. Similarly, 55 is easy. It's just half of it. Okay. So you'll be able to plot it. Yellow is 49. Again, after you just take your mark at 50, and below 50 there's just one small little box, so smaller box, so you'll be getting 49. Similarly, 34 means somewhere here between 30 to 40. Below 35, one small box, and there you will mark, right? So this is how you can mark your numbers, or you can plot your numbers on graph. All right. And then whatever the question they ask, you can give those answers. Let's see again what we have done. हम ग्राफ की बात कर रहे हैं. ग्राफ में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें होती हैं. फर्स्ट हम देख रहे हैं बार ग्राफ. इसमें डबल बार ग्राफ भी आता है, वो हम नेक्स्ट वीडियो में देखेंगे. ग्राफ में क्या होता है, एक तो हेडिंग पहले लगाना होता है, हेडिंग हमें लिखना होता है. यहाँ पे हमें फेवरेट कलर दिया है, इसलिए हम लिखेंगे ग्राफ शोइंग फेवरेट कलर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स. फिर स्केल लिखना इंपॉर्टेंट होता है. बिफोर वी राइट डाउन स्केल, पहले हमें डिसाइड करना पड़ता है कि कौन सा स्केल लेंगे. उसके लिए हमें डिसाइड करना पड़ता है कि हमें कहाँ तक जाना है, मतलब हमारा मैक्सिमम नंबर कौन सा है. उस मैक्सिमम नंबर से लेकर हमें डिसाइड करना है कि अब हम 0 से अगर स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं तो हमें कितना ग्राफ लेना है. आर वी टेकिंग 0 to 10 और 0 to 20. अगर हम 20 लेते हैं तो हर एक गैप में 20 ही रखना है. ठीक है. इफ यू आर टेकिंग 20 देन इट वुड बी 40, देन इट वुड बी 60, लाइक दैट. अगर हम 10 ले रहे हैं तो हर जगह पे 10 का गैप होना चाहिए, राइट. अगर हम 5 ले रहे हैं तो हर जगह पे 5 का गैप होना चाहिए. दिस इज हाउ इट इज. देन हमें देखना है कि ये जो स्मॉल बॉक्स है, ये जो छोटा वाला बॉक्स है, वो एक छोटा वाला बॉक्स, उसकी वैल्यू कितनी होगी, क्योंकि उससे ऊपर ही हमें डिसाइड करना होता है कि हम किस तरह से प्लॉट करेंगे नंबर्स, राइट. सो इस तरह से हम y एक्सिस पे करेंगे, और फिर हमें यहाँ पे ये मेंशन करना है कि स्केल इज इक्वल टू 1 यूनिट इज इक्वल टू 10 स्टूडेंट्स. क्यों 10 स्टूडेंट्स? बिकॉज दीज y एक्सिस इज एक्चुअली शोइंग यू नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स, and this is how you show. All right, and then you give these answers. I'm not going into the detail of these answers because you know how to give these answers. All right, in the next video we'll be talking about our actual questions based on this graph. All right, till then, goodbye.